With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. That this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. These two teams met up earlier in the year back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. Here's 2nd and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Niners, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Kaepernick. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We were just talking about him pregame. 3 tackles for a loss. Last week you thought he looked so explosive on film. Starting off good there. Another one in the first quarter.
He's every bit of what you described. And I don't want to make it too simplistic, but right now for him, it's see ball, get ball. And that's what he's doing really, really well. And he's doing it in the offense's backfield.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got a
oh my God. How the fuck do we not get this?
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He'll find Metcalf.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Kaepernick now to throw. And this will go to Carson at the line. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Not going anywhere to start tonight. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Off of play action, here's Lance. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. 20. 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On first down, it's Carson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, Kaepernick. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
That's what I fucking do, man. I play corner the whole play. You're forcing it to DK. You take that shit away.
Because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 1, Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jordan Brooks.
That's bullshit. Shouldn't have threw it up.
Have it here as they'll start at their own 7. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On play action, Lance. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Going from Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darrell Taylor, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 12. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darrell Taylor make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Returnable for Lockett. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
To throw is Kaepernick. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Lance to throw it. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Lance. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they try the right side here. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. This is the tight end Fant. And so close. He gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Kaepernick now on the keeper. And he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. Colin Kaepernick. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So after the 2nd down completion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. As they run the counter play. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. It's Kaepernick. He's got a man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. taken at about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, 49ers. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time. That extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to... Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Kaepernick. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Here we go, Pete, get off the field. 57, Mike 57.
Now Kaepernick. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get him.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, But they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big third down play there for the Niners. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QB is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Hey, 91.
Again, it's Kaepernick. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell, he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Niners, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Seattle, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.